and welcome to another review. My name is Daniel Gibbs, and today we're talking about a movie that I've been pretty darn excited about for a couple months now, and that's Tomorrowland. This movie is that whole dreamer, alternate, or whatever you want to say, world where anything is possible. And when you have dreams and imagination, anything can happen when you just believe. And I don't know about you, but as a kid, I loved these movies. One of my favorite movies growing up was Willy Wonka. Just purely, I know there's a kind of creepy part in this tunnel, I'm sorry, but you know what, I got over it. Because the world was so cool, all that Willy Wonka had created. And it was so, I don't know, as a kid, it intrigued me. I loved it. And this movie follows that same kind of thing. I was worried about this movie because, you know, in the same way, you know, I was scared that to be like other movies that we've seen like this. The one that comes to mind was like John Carter, which was this massive world, similar in a lot of ways kind of to this one. But what it did, it didn't offer enough information. What it did, it gave you too much of some and not enough of others, and you really kind of felt lackluster. And so this movie stars George Clooney, the girl from Longest Ride, and Hugh Laurie, who played House, and all these different things. So it's got a great cast in it. And I think one of the good things about this movie was it didn't tell you a lot about the movie. And I think the same thing kind of goes here. I don't want to tell you too much because if you go very much into it, you're going to be giving spoilers. Because this movie, they did such a good shroud over it, and that really made it better. Because I came in not thinking I knew anything about the story other than a very small amount, and they showed me, oh, you really don't know much at all. And they educated you along the way, and they did a great job. I was worried about the movie, actually, because when I was watching it, I was thinking to myself, we're moving along. We took a long time to get to a certain point. And I was thinking, wow, is there enough time to resolve this story? And even what's happening, I was thinking to myself, man, this is not on time. This is gonna feel not enough. But they did a great job of like bridging the gap. And when I got to the end of the movie, I was ready for the movie to end. You know, in a sense, it summed everything up perfectly, but yet still, I felt every question was answered except for one minor question throughout the whole thing. And they did a great job of that. This movie captivated that child wonderment that I have inside. I was wanting to be in this world with these people and see this amazing stuff happening. Everything was kind of in that realm of just believable enough to be out of disbelief. You know what I mean? It was so much that you think it could happen, though it makes no sense. Probably literally, it still was cool and it still seemed believable, and you could interject yourself in this world. And I saw it in IMAX, and so when I was watching in IMAX, you just felt pulled into this world because it's so grand and so beautiful, and I think that was really cool. The story in this movie was really good at building everything out very slowly but quickly to keep you intrigued, to give you all the information you need, but not too much. And I think that was the key with this one. I absolutely recommend this movie. The parental guide on it was fantastic. Literally, there's no kissing, there's no anything in it. It's clean. The only thing I'd say about it is there's a little bit of violence. Now, the violence is directed at robots, kind of, sort of, whatever. And so it's not necessarily anything that's why they show it the way they do, but it is a little bit, it's not a long part of the movie, it's a very small segment. I don't want to make it sound like it's the whole movie, but it is a small segment, but it is a little bit over the top in my opinion when I watched it, but still, you're quickly moved on it, you're quickly past it, and it's in a robot, it's not really directed at humans, so I don't know, you kind of judge your own way there. But I still would recommend this movie. I loved it. I want to own it. It gets an 8 on my scale. It's probably one of the highest ratings I've given, and it might be too high because I've had soda for the first time this week, and I'm hyper right now, but you know what? Still, it's a good movie. I really enjoyed it. I'm going to go see it again. I hope you guys go see this movie because for me, it was what I love about the movies. It was that ability to step in to another world and not escape, but yet enjoy this whole new land, and that was fantastic for me. I really enjoyed it. I would definitely say this is a theater movie. Now, you can watch it at home when it comes out on DVD. I definitely recommend that, but I'm saying right now, it's one of those movies that is just amazing to sit back and watch on the big screen with all the sound and everything else. It really captivates you, and especially for young children, and really had a good payoff at the end. I want to kind of do like a spoiler-ish cast. I won't necessarily talk about spoilers, but about the ending and how I think it really has even spiritual application, which they didn't intend it at all, but I think it really has something good to say. So make sure you stay tuned to the channel for that, because that'll be coming out soon. Thank you guys for watching this video. There'll be many more to come, so hit that subscribe button to see them all. If you like this one, hit that thumbs up. And as always, guys, I'll see you next time. God bless.